Everyone. So I just came back from an 8-day trip to Hanoi, Vietnam. And it's the first trip that I've had in almost 7 years. And I can say with confidence that it's very important to be able to allot time intentionally for rest, for recovery, because of how it can really allow you to take a step back and sort of reconfigure yourself, your mind, your emotions, so that you're capable again of being able to deliver and being able to exert effort in certain things. One of the best analogies that I can make is similar to when you're working out, especially with weightlifting, because part of the journey with bodybuilding, with c- cardio, or with training for certain sports events is rest. Rest is half of the battle. Yes, you put in the effort to really go out there, to exert as much as you can, to deliver, to become the best version of yourself by doing more, by becoming more. But the other half, which is resting, taking some time to recover, is equally as important because it allows your muscles to actually grow. It allows you to recompose yourself, to build again, to grow again, instead of creating or building up to over fatigue. And so that's the same with what it's actually like to find rest. Find rest in your own life, not just in workouts, but in your own system, in your most natural self. And I think it's so important because it allows you to let go and reset focus. And I think that's one of the most interesting things that I've discovered or at least experienced as I got the chance to rest during my trip. It's that I really put myself away from the work life. I put myself away from a life that was very fast paced, that was very competitive, that told me that I shouldn't stop, that I should keep on going, that I should keep on working hard, performing, striving as hard as I can to the point that I can get burnt out. And so being able to rest, to just experience life as it is, to walk, to enjoy different attractions, to go on day trips, to meet people, to enjoy the time with my friends. It's something that I think we should learn to appreciate and to make it more common again. What I've noticed, especially from the younger generation, is that we're so bound to performing. That's why people tend to become performative because they try to become something that isn't actually normal, but is perceived as normal. You know, we're all told that we do need to become this kind of person, that we need to follow this specific script. And I think that turns us into cogs and that turns us into creatures with no life, with no emotion, with no humanity. Because we turn into certain things that are meant to support a certain system blindly. And that's where it can get really, really concerning. Which is why, again, it's so important to be able to calm down, to take a step back, and to adjust our focus, to reset our focus on what actually matters. If we're able to reset our focus, then we're able to unlearn things that have turned us away from humanity, from the point of living rather than just being alive. And I think that's so important to remember because it's what's going to make us become better people. I had to think about it because for the longest time I've been told that I can become a better person by becoming or actively trying to reach a certain standard or perform better or as what many people would say meet KPIs, and it really becomes so cringy and frustrating because at the end of the day you just get so tired that you never really acknowledge your own accomplishments. And so to me, becoming a better person is more than just your work. It's more than just who or what kind of success you're trying to achieve. It's being able to live in the moment, to reset your focus and understand and ask the question, is what I'm really doing something good for me? Is what I'm doing something that will really help me understand the beauty of the world that's been given to us, of creation, of love, of generosity, of kindness, of peace? Because if not, then what the hell are we doing? And so, again, it's more than just taking that vacation, it's more than just resting. It has to be intentional and it has to be something that you do actively. Resting and recovery is meant to be an intentional thing, like what you do with working out. You need to proactively find a way, make that effort to rest, to settle down, and to switch off your brain for a second. That you shouldn't have to worry about the next email that you need to reply to or the next project that you need to take on. Rather, you just have to reset your focus, to unlearn things that may have corrupted your spirit, and to start again. And I know that it can cause fear to start again because we've built this foundation of ourselves, we've grown from it, and we'd ask, why do we have to go back? We're already here. Why do we have to go back down here? But that's the point of unlearning. Doesn't mean you're up there, you have everything figured out. Sometimes it's important to go down again, to rediscover yourself, and to figure out, is this the path that will make me become the best version of myself? Or are there other areas that can actually produce better impact with lesser burden? So, again, resetting focus. Find a way to unlearn these things, to start from zero, and to be okay with it. To be intentional with the way that you recover, that you adjust your mindset so that you don't get burdened by the stress of a fast paced environment, of a fast paced world, and to just relax. Because at the end of the day, these accomplishments, these awards, the success, it won't feel as significant if you aren't able to do something that will make you the best, the happiest, and the proudest version of yourself. So rest intentionally and reset your focus. See you in the next one.